Hello everyone, welcome to Foxdale, my retreat from the world and the place I love to paint the most when I can't get off to France, and none of us can get to France. So welcome and wander around and look at whatever you can find, and of course this is my lily pond, the source of a lot of inspiration. But most of all, it's a base, it's my studio, and thank you for looking. My mother was the really creative one. My father was a purely engineering, chemical sort of man, and he was definitely not an artistic influence, although he obviously contributed to who I am, I can't deny it. But my mother was unquestionably a sensitive, artistic one, and it was a great loss to have her die when I was 16. And I have a few drawings of hers that I treasure. And it would be wonderful if my mother was looking down and could see how lucky I've been to become a painter in a dream, literally a dream come true. My first major influence was my art master when I went to Perth Grammar, Alban Atkins. He was a wild man that swam in the river. He appealed to me because he was wild and unruly and broke all the rules. That appeals to me very much. Still appeals to me. Breaking the rules is great. I think they're made to be broken. So he swam in the river, so I swam in the river. And I've been swimming in lakes and rivers ever since and loving nature more and more and more. And I think when you are immersed in nature, you're closer than you can ever get to who you really, really are, which is a product of nature, the product of the ground. It's extraordinary that as a civilization we're forgetting that all the time. We seem to forget that it's only a healthy planet can keep us healthy. And so yes, nature's a big influence. And then Vincent van Gogh was a painter and still is a painter that influences me hugely. Well, I'm most romantic about the planet and about nature, about my moorhens and all the animals I have around, my fish in my pond, which sadly the otter's eaten, but I still feel romantic about them all. And I think love and romance is painting with love, loving each day, has to be yes. The answer is yes, I'm a very romantic man. It is a challenge, it's a continual challenge. Being alive is a challenge. But when you're outside in the element that you love most, the countryside maybe, or in front of a portrait, if you're portrait painting, but it's magical being in the moment, being totally there, captivated by the second you're in. So you're not thinking about tomorrow or yesterday, you're thinking about the now, this moment, this very moment, when you have God-given opportunity to express yourself in colour and paint if you prepare properly. It's mark making, I like the phrase. It's a patchwork quilt. So it's a matter of looking at life, seeing the colours, popping it down and creating a harmonious whole. The most wonderful response is somebody bursting into tears with joy. And my hope is, my fervent hope is, my most private thought is that if they can see a painting, particularly a landscape, and treasure the planet more as a consequence of seeing that evocation of nature. On looking around, I would be delighted if the message you took was painting is joy, the planet is joy, Foxhill is joy, and let us all look after our wonderful planet and make sure it's in good shape for our children.